Henry.
Take a good look at this, Katie. In just a few hours, this Endicott will be going home in your hot little hands.
We have an emergency.
All right, well, tell it to me over coffee, will you? It's going to be a long day.
Oh, I think this definitely qualifies as an eye-opener. Denise told me that Holden is on his way back to Oakdale with Lily.
Oh, the real Lily or a 24-karat fake?
Would you help?
What do you want me to tell you, Katie? That you have a better chance of snagging the married man now that his wife is back in the picture?
No, not with that. I'm talking about Molly in the case of the missing tape.
Oh, well, you don't think Molly would play that tape for Holden after all this time, just because you took away the career that she should have had?
With your assistance and advice.
Ah, yes, my flawed, shabby advice, which you swore you'd never take again. If you hadn't been so cavalier about the future I could give you, then you wouldn't be worried about this right now. You'd be looking forward to this evening instead of dreading things that don't have to happen. I have a card to play.
You have something over Molly?
Well, I'm no Boy Scout, but I'm always prepared.
What is it? Tell me.
Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, now I want you to picture yourself a couple hours from now. The Endicotts. Looking gorgeous, dressed to kill. And then there's Katie Pretty. About ready to get what she's deserved for oh so long.
She has probably been looking forward to this night for weeks. But I have been looking forward to this night for months. Oh, no. You know what I just realized? I'm not going to have any time to enjoy this, Jake. Once this tape goes public, everyone in town, including Abigail, is going to see that I have been plotting and scheming and been amnesia-free for months, forever.
Pretending. Molly, you lied to me. You lied to everyone.
I know what this sounds like. Okay, but let me tell you that Molly's heart was in the right place, and plus this bought her some time to figure out who took the pictures of her and Chris.
Who?
Katie Peretti.
Katie? Chris's friend, my friend Katie?
She took those pictures. She got them printed in The Intruder. She took Molly's job, and she took advantage of you.
I knew that Katie and Henry had been up to something. And so this just proved it. I got proof. Katie confessed the whole thing on high-quality tape. Abigail, can you ever trust me again?
I'm trying to figure this out. This is so... Wow. You know, in a way, I guess I should be grateful to Katie.
Grateful for what?
For publishing those pictures. It brought my love life to a halt. I didn't belong with Chris. I didn't come here for him. I came here for you. And maybe if none of that had happened, we wouldn't have gotten as close as we are now. When I think about how Katie was so there, so helpful, a shoulder to cry on, she never really cared about me.
Katie Peretti wants two things in this world. She wants to be the most famous little anchor in the business, and she wants to stick her fangs into Holden.
Holden? My dad? What is she, crazy?
I am so sorry I had to be the one to say that to you.
It crossed my mind once, but ew.
I shouldn't have laid that on you. Forget that I ever mentioned that, Abigail.
I can deal with it, because once Katie gets what's coming to her, this thing will finally all be over. Unless she tries to get back at you, and then you have to get back at her.
What's going on? What are you thinking in there?
What if, maybe we let it end here, forget about it?
I know, honey. Jake's been trying to get me to do the same thing. You are not going to believe it. It's Katie. Go. Should I? Yeah. I'll take care of her. Katie, hey, what a surprise.
You know exactly why I'm here.
No, I'm sorry. I can't say that I do.
The videotape. The tape that you stole back from Lily. The tape that you and Jake were cackling so discreetly about. What were you planning to do with it?
Do?
Oh, cut the mystified Molly act. Game's over. I win. You backed yourself into a corner, and you don't even know it. Molly, you should have thought ahead, really, for Abigail's sake. Because if she found out what I found out, well, she'd be just as nauseated as the rest of the people you've been conning. I mean, that is a lie that would make a girl hate her lying tramp of a mother for the rest of her life. You want to dance, Molly? Let's dance.
Katie, I don't know what you're talking about. You found out what?
Your amnesia. You've been faking since day one. You didn't forget anything. You know exactly what happened before you took the spill down those stairs.
I wish.
Oh,
Dr. Stortz
cut
told me
it
that
out, Molly. You showed your hand when you took the videotape back. You know all about Chris Hughes and the pictures that ran in the intruder, which, by the way, Henry handed over to them.
Is that so? Henry Coleman did that,
So, now that the cat's out of the bag, where's the tape?
You're not getting anything from me.
Really? You want to play it that way? All right. If Holden sees that videotape, if anybody sees that videotape, I go straight to Abigail and tell her everything. That you have been conning her for months to save your lying behind.
You would do that to her?
Hey, sometimes it takes a good friend to tell the painful truth. And I'll be very gentle with her, I promise.
You wouldn't.
Holden cannot see that tape. I have worked way too long, way too hard to have you get in my way. So do yourself a favor and get rid of that tape before it falls into the wrong hands. Or Abigail finds out what a low-class reject her mother really is.
Okay. You win. I will not play that tape for Holden. I promise you.
I'm glad we had this little talk, Molly. And you know, if the amnesia bit really makes you feel like less of a loser, you should stick to it. It works for you. Later.
That isn't the real Katie. She is so barbaric.
Now do you see why it's so hard to just say no to revenge?
Take a good look at this. This is what we've been working towards. And this is only the beginning. Just a fraction of what your career can be.
If we teamed up again, your unflagging advice, my TVQ, and, charm.
Tonight's your night. It's all about you. How does it feel to be on top?
I love it. This amazing view, a great boss. I could definitely get used to this.
You know, what are you thinking? Giving up this revenge thing? Someone's got to get back at her. Let's do it. But let's teach that girl a lesson, huh?
You turn into me when somebody lights a fire under your butt.
Thanks.
I'm not so sure that's a good thing, honey.
So what do you think? We're gonna take this chick to school or what?
Okay. Let me tell you how I see this whole thing going down.